Would you read my letter if I had it sent? If I wrote you a letter now, would I have a chance? If I wrote you a letter now, would it even be read? If I wrote you a letter now, if I wrote you a
Hello everyone and welcome back. I almost pressed all the wrong buttons there. For some reason my stream deck is like, I don't know why, it's like 2 inches further away than it should be. But yeah, I completely agree with you there, Chrissy. You need to, we need to write letters of complaint because there's NAF Wi-Fi and they've taken the chocolate machine. That's just not on. And hello and welcome. 2 seconds. Oh, hang on, right, this bottle's not working anymore, is it? Right, I may have a squeak. So the squeaky bottle king, all might not be lost. I might have a new sound effect as well if we do, if the squeak goes entirely. I might have another one that might work. However, I don't know if the microphone's going to pick it up. It might be one of the suppressed frequencies, but we'll find out. Anyway, today I don't have any like big farms or anything like that build. I don't have anything like planned out because I've been too busy to like plan stuff out in the creative world so we can build it during the stream. So today we're just going to go back to the end temple project because I have 3 mountains. Well, is it technically 3? There is a series of mountains that need to be brought down in size. But before we go there, I want to show you this torturous machine. If you knew how many times I've been blown up and how many times I have had to rebuild this cursed contraption over the past week. In fact, did I rebuild it after it last exploded and I got exploded with it? I can't remember if I rebuilt it. Yeah, it looks intact. There's only one way to find out. Yep, it's working for now. What's that there? Oh, I just let that rotate. I could definitely go with a cup of tea right now as well. I've got a bit absolutely knackered today. My back's absolutely killing us. me and Casserole have been playing all afternoon. I had my customers in the morning, you know, setting up different projects that I'm going to be doing for some of my clients, and setting up like times for through the week, where we're going to be working on some projects and what have you with some of my customers and sorting out invoices that customers are actually paying me again. It's brilliant. Anyway, let's go. We've seen this machine works. We'll fire it off one more time just to be sure, and then we're going to make our way to the end temple. Hang on. Well, actually, I'll leave them for next time. Oh, there's some down here as well. Because we will try the 1 hour challenge again at some point. We'll have another go, Chrissy. Maybe it's what we need to do, make it scientific. Maybe we need to do both of us man the machine for an hour, and then both of us go mining for an hour, and see what happens. And see which one we can get the most diamonds for. Right, let's hop up here. We'll take the Nether route to get there. I need to come up with more names as well for all the bony ponies in here. We have a couple of them named. Oh, what's that there? Oh, what was that? Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree. Chrissy is on permanent tea duties in there. And has Mr. Socks had his supper there as well? Wait, which way am I going? This way. Oh, did I turn the sounds on? Yes, I did. I can barely hear the audio, but I've got all mine kind of weirdly configured at the moment. Was that you went on there? We saw you that you're on, but me and Chrissy were discussing it on Saturday night because we're not sure you did any mining at all. Because there seems to be a large number of cats. What's that there? Oh, hang on, where have I gone here? Right, we want to go to the end. Yeah, I want to go to the end portal. Right, let's chuck that in there. We'll take the train over to the end. Wolf, this one's it's just it's a private server just for well, basically just the three of us that play on it. Cause it's not like a public one, because it's actually hosted from my office on a Raspberry Pi 4. And someday I will do the tutorial on how to build a Raspberry Pi server. I was thinking about getting some, at some point maybe, see if some of these other new contracts come through. I might upgrade us from a Raspberry Pi to a slightly bigger machine, because I really want the render distance to be as high as possible. We've got it at 10 chunks at the minute. I think I could probably push it to maybe 14 at a limit from the experiments that I've ran. Is it there? Oh, is Stock's just woken up? Hope you've given him his supper there. Yeah, Roti. We were discussing the large number of cats. So we were curious if you've been breeding cats around around the bases. I kind of shift for them. Let's slide down this one. There we go. Right, so here we are at the end. Actually, I'll go and sleep. So, actually, I'll go and sleep because there's lots of mobs everywhere. There we go. It's been a good kitty today. Me and Casserole have had a good day today as well. Right, let's get these chunks loaded in. I think I must have properly worn her out today. Cause that's it, after I finished dealing with all my customers. Oh, let's land on there. After I finished dealing with all my customers, played with Casserole all afternoon. And normally when I bring her in, like after we watch the film together, she's she's still a bit hyper and jumping around. Today she was properly out of it. What did I want? Oh yeah, I wanted my shovel. They can despawn. Right, so the idea today is we're going to work on taking down this hill here and this series of hills, the sort of like two here, and I'll show you if I bring the placement back on and raise it up a bit. So we've got a chunk of this side here done, but you can see the areas that we need to clear out on these ones here. Oh, lag. The sand I'm going to save because I need the save for the railway project, but other than that, everything else can pretty much go. Turn the placement off because it causes too much lag, because I should have done it in smaller sections. And, I don't know if you've seen, just like going back to Casserole, I don't know if you've seen the little video of Casserole today. She was a proper happy bunny. She was purring away on my shoulder today. She was such a good girl. Getting down the hill. Actually, oh yeah. I'll just make sure I did clear my inventory before we started today. What's that? That's about right. Was Socks telling you off royalty for getting out of bed when he still wanted to be all snuggled up asleep? Oh, and what's that? Oh, I just realised I've missed another line there. You've got two dogs, a turtle, and a bunny. I had a friend who had a... Oh my god, I'm stuck on a ghost block here, aren't I? I had a friend that had a little turtle once. Is it like just like a little tiny one, or is it like a like one of the larger sort of ones? So I've tried to figure. I want to say the one that my friend had was maybe about... I want to say maybe 6-7 inches, give or take. It was called Yoda. I remember that as well. That's what she called it. It was quite old from what I remember as well, because she got it from somewhere else. Someone else who had it. I think she had it for a few years, and then she gave it to somebody else that had a couple of others. It so it would have some like company. So yeah, sure, Socks made you go back to bed. What's that? Had bunnies for years ago. It's Stardust. Have you seen that movie, Stardust? I quite like that one. I haven't seen it for a while. Just on a completely different tangent. Oh, look there. Is any game audio coming through? Have I got it too low, or is just my headset turned down too low? That says 70, 80, 70, 80. That should be on. Can you remember what the book was about, Royalty? I've kind of, with the books I'm reading at the minute, I've kind of had a change of plan. I was starting to read the Discworld books again from the beginning, but I can't help myself. I've started reading Mass Effect again. I should read it to Casserole, shouldn't I? At least the sandstone should be alright to clear here. It just shouldn't have to worry about... It is Instamine, isn't it, sandstone? Let's check. Oh yeah, it's not going to be an issue, is it? Shovel durability might be an issue. Might have to make a trip to the gold farm for a couple of minutes. Yep, still inside of the area that needs to be cleared here. What's it about? A group of girls with magical powers. Also, like, inspired by the different seasons who saved animals. So I was just thinking when you said like it was a book, a children's book. I'm sure the movie Stardust was based on a book. I was thinking maybe it's the same one, but I've not read it. So on a side note as well of like books that are movies, has anybody read The Host? It was made into a movie. I believe it's the same one that wrote that Twilight nonsense. Difference being, I actually quite like the movie The Host, and I've always wanted to like get round to reading the book, but I've not. Oh, my image is full. But I've never gotten round to it. I was just curious if anyone might have read it already. I'll pick it up at some stage. Well, the other day, I marked up the perimeter, so the full perimeter, everything inside of here basically needs to be leveled. This is quite the space. So at the minute we are we need to level down this hill, this hill, this hill, and a few little tiny bits all scattered around the bottom there. There we go. Just get some of that. I don't need the sandstone, so I'm going to toss that. We'll get back on top of the hill. Oh, that's no good, Chris. We're going to have to write to the manager. It's Do they not know there are channel eggs at stake? Speaking of which, how far of I can take this corner out like this. How many have you got so far? You 20 more, and then you're going to redeem 3 big nothings. I just keep turning around to make sure I'm still within the range. Well, saying that, I probably don't need... Yeah, this bit, I don't actually need to take out this bit here because it's going to be covered up. It's only like this height, isn't it? That I kind of need to take out to. Let's go and see what elevation now are we at there. So... I really just need to take it down to 78. I think we'll probably get it. Well, no, sort of. I'll take away a bit off the top anyway. The inner bit here needs to go in any case, regardless. just do redeem enough of them, Chrissy, so that we just do one entire stream of nothing non-stop business presentations in a constant loop. I'm gonna have to do a test of that button because I don't actually know if I may have accidentally moved the video file somewhere else on my computer when I was tidying up all the my stream folders. So it may not be in the right place if I was to press the button, because it's been we've only ever done it twice, haven't we? Yeah, 1.5 hours of pure business presentation. There's always the Tales from the Coop as well. You could throw a few of those in randomly. I've got another short video lined up next time anyone redeems that one. Actually, I better go and sleep. There we go. Back up the top. Let's press the magical button, shall we? Are you sure, Chrissy? Poor royalty. Yeah. Not getting them as a special gift for royalty. Yeah, there wouldn't be anyone else wanting those, Chrissy. Not be long, and I'll be working on series 2. Quite a few options that I can have made. Half the battle is choosing the different photos. Oh, what do you want? Yeah. Keep an eye on that durability. I'm trying to think, how many picks did I lose on this project? Because I think didn't Royalty lose some as well? They're too distracted in the mining zone to keep an eye on the durability. Yeah, definitely lost a couple as well. I lost, just thinking about things lost, I lost at the weekend, was it the weekend? Whichever day it was that I got, like whichever night I was getting killed multiple times, in amongst those explosions, I lost an elytra and a set of these boots. So I'm now onto my backup set until I can till I can be cute to go and enchant some fresh ones. Oh, is this all sandstone? I don't want sandstone. So that TNT machine has cost so much. It's unbelievable. You know, it was actually easier in the using it in the Nether. At least I only had to deal with lava in the Nether. Oop. Hit the deck there. That's one of the tea flavours I've never actually tried. When I used to work in the hotel, we used to have all different flavours, and that's one of the few good things about when I worked there. You could try all the different. There was some dreadful flavours I tried. Those those various berry ones, which were just awful. I remember those. Right, I need to bring this into here. Right, let's just take out this line here. It's one of those things. I would love to try the that one there, but the problem is the don't you know, when you go to the shops, it's all like, you know, like a box of 100 or something like that, and if you don't like it, you're then stuck with the box. Didn't Royalty find a website or somewhere? I'm gonna have to check, because we do have a tea section on the Discord. So didn't Royalty post a link ages ago now that I think about it, to where you could do like a mix and match on all the different flavours? Oh, did Royalty actually order from it as well to give it a bash? I'll have to go through and have another look. Clear this out. I clear this out to the corner. What's that there? It's like hot squash. Yeah, that kind of description I would probably put with some of the berry ones as well. Like hot Ribena or something. I've only ever just feel that when you say like Dunkin' Donuts there, I've only ever been in one of those once, because there was a well, it's back again when I used to work in the hotels. There was an American guy that I used to work with, and he was absolutely obsessed with his coffee from the Dunkin' Donuts. That was like every day after we finished night shift. You know, if I wasn't dropping him off, he was away up into town to go for his coffee from there. Oh, I thought that was going to be a bigger hole somehow. Keep an eye on the inventory. I wouldn't it be worth just maybe filling my inventory loosely with sand, so that I don't pick up any of the sandstone. I always find all these like cafes and what have you, it's like for teas and coffees and stuff. I don't know how anybody navigates their coffee menus in these places. 250 miles away. I remember Josh always had like packs of the stuff. So he was like nicking it from the shop. It's like those places, well, you know, those sorts of like, well, I know it's not a coffee shop, but lots of these sort of like, we'll say like big brand sort of ones. I have yet to have anything from a Subway. I've never been able to get anything from. Not for not trying. I've certainly tried to go in there, but it seems like the universe doesn't want me to try anything from a Subway's, because always catastrophe happens whenever I cross the threshold of a Subway store. Technically closer to the one in France. Right, let's get rid of the sandstone here. Just let that stuff despawn. I don't need any cactus. Those extra torches, I'll just chuck those. Then go in there. Right, let's grab another shulker. Put that there. And probably I've hit all the buttons at once. Right, let's leave those there. I don't need that. It's all gone horribly wrong. Right, let's have a quick sleep. Is that the only thing worse than Will T's dad's cooking? Every time that we've tried to go, I say the forces of the universe have conspired against the idea every time. Do I still have? Oh yeah, I've still got to clear those 4 blocks as well, haven't I? Is it worth maybe just building that 4 trench now, maybe, and just getting it over with? No, we'll work on the mountain. Take the mountain down. Yeah. But yeah, I remember the last time I tried to go into one, they were having some kind of like it was like a Christmas special thing or something like that, and it sounded interesting. So I thought, oh, you know, we'll give it a go. And then get in, and the fire alarm goes off. So when the fire alarm went off, it was a false alarm. It knocked their ovens and what have you all off, and all the kitchen equipment or whatever it was they had. And the girl who was in charge for the day hadn't been trained to deal with the fire alarm systems and the automatic shutoffs. So she didn't know how to turn it on. I did offer, because I had mass amounts of experience doing this, working through the hotels, because she had, you know, they even had the same equipment, you know, the same like electronics and the panels and everything. I says, if you want, you know, I know technically I'm not insured to do it, but I'll reset it for you. But she wound up having to just close the shop for about 3 hours until the manager would come out. From what I heard, it was like, so the forces conspired against to not have anything from there that day, because there was still shut when we walked past on the way back to the car later in the day. I say shut. The staff were all there. Right, let's just bring this placement back on for a second. Oh, I feel the lag. Just get a better idea of, I don't have to destroy it, then I can save myself a bit of time. course, downside is I can't see what type of block it is I'm dismantling. Try to find my way through the schematic to we've got to make sure we don't anger the schematic gods. We actually had like an option that would auto switch tool or something like that. So that reminds me of when taking rotate to work in the shop. What you mean? I mean, the engineer was there for the full day trying to get the doors to work. I think this little bit here is good to go. And now I'll start clearing this bit on this side. And of course, got that huge ribbon there to do. But if I can get these little bit off the steps here, at least that's part of the battle. Of course, the other part of the battle is getting the sheer volume of blackstone which is required. I still need like 26 shulker boxes of blackstone. But I don't know, I've been doing this project for like 6 months now, you know. Just keep coming back to it every now and again. No rush to accomplish anything on this server. Just taking it easy. Just keep an eye on that durability. I have to make a run out to the what do you call it? The gold farm. Oh, that was a thing as well. I can't remember. You know, when I died all those times, I had like 200 and odd levels on me from you know when I left left for the day, standing on the standing at the gold farm. Oh, no, I never even checked to see how much ergo got down the witch farm that day. Might have a good bit of redstone there as well, maybe. What's that there? Oh, so right. So they were trying to lock up, and they they couldn't. They couldn't get the door shut to close. That reminds me of my my Mazda when the battery died. And what I used to do when I used to go shopping is the Mazda. You can open the windows from the keys. So whenever I was shopping, I would always, as I was approaching the car, I would use the keys to open the windows so I could just put the shopping through the window onto the back seat. And of course that used up the last little bit of energy that was in the battery. And it was the middle of Morrison's car park as well. So as much as the house was within like not far walking distance, it meant leaving the car with the windows wide open. miss driving that car. Let's just draw a line here and we'll deal with this half and then we'll do the bit behind. So this is where we're going to like set a line for clearing. And that durability. So tonight, we actually almost wound up playing the wrong game as well. I've had my days completely mixed up for the past several days. I thought today was Wednesday, and I was all ready to start playing Broken Sword. And thinking of the original problems that might have arisen for the... oh, hang on, what's that there? Oh, your granddad's one had was it by the morning it showed itself? Yeah. But just thinking about like Broken Sword now, there shouldn't be any interruption of service because I got a text message from the doctor's office today, and they've cancelled all of the COVID shots that they were going to be doing. So I'm not getting my shot on tomorrow afternoon now. So I'm not sure if the doctor's office is because the text message was a bit kind of like not really telling, but they said now that everyone's got to wait for oh, almost hit that there. Everyone's now got to wait for the the blue letter from the NHS basically. So I'm thinking that they were maybe trying to I don't know if they were trying like to give out like more kind of in advance or something like that, and maybe they're getting wrong because it might muck up the whatever system it is that they're doing to to get everybody the vaccine. Maybe it was going to screw up the database or something. No, it's been confirmed because the village here has a Facebook group, and one of the nurses that works in the practice that was going to be doing the shots, she also put a note on the village's Facebook group saying that it had been cancelled. So it's authentic, this one. At first I didn't believe that the original one saying I was going to get it was real, because I thought, because my mum got a letter and then they sent me a text message. And their text system doesn't have, it doesn't have the, the bit where it kind of like overrides the name, so that the message came from like a mobile number, because they must just have a SIM card plugged into a computer that operates the texting system. If they'd be interested, I can sell them a proper system, because I do offer that as one of the services for my clients, is phone systems that they can buy. I manufacture the servers in-house. Ooh, where do you come from? Yeah, manufacture the servers in-house, and they have the... what do you want? The call systems, it works as, like where you record the messages that, like press 3 to be put on hold for 6 hours, that kind of thing. It does all that. And records all the messages and saves them. Where did we leave it off on Broken Sword last week? Was it... We've gone back to Paris, hadn't we? Because we had to reconstruct the crime scene. That was it, wasn't it? I think it's that inspector bloke is trying like an entrapment kind of thing on us though. Yeah, back to Paris or George will be arrested. Yeah, because the oh, I thought I heard something there. The way it looks like, the way I kind of like think it might play out is, do you know in the Da Vinci Code where oh, this is where a beacon would have come in handy. You know, where he takes him to the crime scene because he's going to try and get him to incriminate himself. I wonder if that is going to be the inspiration for what we're going to do tomorrow. That's what I've been sort of like thinking in the back of my mind, thinking about the next stage of the game. No, I'll continue taking down this bit of hill here before I do the next level. But what we're going to do when we're finished Broken Sword? I've really enjoyed this series. I'd only ever played... I played 1 and 2 and I played a little bit of 3. But getting through all the other ones, I've loved the story, even though the ending of the 4th one was a little bit disappointing, because it just kind of like abruptly ended, like they ran out of money or something like that. And of course, number 5, like, obviously picks up years later. I wonder if we get like revealed that Nico is actually some kind of like evil like genius or something like that, because all these things tend to happen around her. And George is always there trying to undo whatever plague Nico was trying to visit upon humanity. Yeah, it's oh, hang on, I keep falling down this hole because I can't see what I'm jumping on. Oh, hang on, better have a snack first. But yeah, because it's back to like the true point and click style. I mean, when the 3rd one came out, that was when, you know, everyone was trying to do 3D, because it was, you know, it basically was new tech more or less then, or at least it was more accessible with the hardware that everyone had available to them. Right, let's just dig our way out of this one here. Try to see if any of these, without having to turn the schematic off, or any of these sand. But there's a few of those puzzles though. The wine puzzle. What kind of pain in the arse would that be to? And there was the getting through one of those like it was like the last door, wasn't it? In the 4th one. I wonder when we're going to have the big fella arrested though, because he's a very dodgy character, him. Yeah. On top of that, he's also a proper creep, isn't he? with all the women. Oh, I just check my durability there. Yeah, he seems a bit dodgy, and they sort of like say, oh, he's like this genius detective, but when he sort of like entered, he didn't really come across that way. He came across as being a clown. I definitely think he's going to try some kind of like entrapment or something tomorrow when we play. We're thinking about future games. Are you looking to going fishing on Tuesday? Sorry, Thursday. It was only a few weeks ago, but it feels like ages since we last played. There's also, I don't have the name handy right now, but there's a free game I saw on Steam this evening. It looks like I haven't actually looked at the trailer. I'm only going off the screenshots. It looks funny, and it's multiplayer and it's free. So I was gonna like fire it up and see what it looks like, and if it's any good, we can always have a little play of it one day. What's it that I've not seen? No, well, same for me, Chris. I mean, my pretty much all of my playing of Stardew has been on on the stream, with the exception I did like I created a world for all of 10 minutes so that I could like have a look at the interface, and I played a little bit on tablet, but actually I haven't actually played it at all since losing Gravy. I haven't played it on the tablet at all. Have been playing Star Realms on the tablet though. I don't know if you saw as well. I posted. Did I post it last night or did I post it this morning? At some point in the last 96 hours, I posted a picture. I was finally able to get a copy of the Frontiers pack, like the physical pack for Star Realms, because it appeared to be out of print. So I was going to sit and play that in the garden with Casserole, but we were too busy playing. She was such a happy little chick when she was on my shoulder as well. Purring away, this lovely little purr right in my ear. But she was definitely all worn out. Oops, fell down the hole. Right, let's have a little sleep. Yeah, we've done good there. Oh, hang on. What's that? Why is there little red lines there? Is that scaffolding? Yeah, it's scaffolding. Ignore the scaffolding. What we'll do is I'll quickly sleep, and then we're going to quickly tab into Steam, and I'll get you the name of that game, and we can take a little look at it. I'll wait till I come out of sleep so I can press the chat button. Right. Let's see. I still need to try this one. Not that one. We might be doing this one soon on Walking Simulator Night. I just highlighted it there to remind myself. It's been sat there installed for long enough, I completely forgot about it. There it is. The pictures look like it would be daft. But it was free to download. I will download it. I haven't even launched the game yet. But I don't know, it might be a laugh for half an hour. Right, let's hop back up here. And is our inventory full yet? We might as well empty our inventory whilst we're here. And then just... all I want is the sand. I mean, I wouldn't mind the gravel as well, but I'm only going to get odd bits of gravel here, I reckon, so I might as well just work on the sand. Oh, there's one block over here that's escaped. Every one of these torches I take out is a potential for another disaster. I wonder if I should have set a beacon up. It might be worth going back to base for a beacon, because this is going to be pretty solid, isn't it? It's not all going to be sandstone. Right, let's take out this side here next. And right, what I'll do is I'll take out this little bit here. I'm going to have to go mend my tools. And then I'll come back with a beacon. There we go, that sounds like a plan. Anything else sticking up? Nope. Right, let's turn this placement off. So there we go. So this bit here I don't need to actually take down because it doesn't actually interfere with the build. Right, let's zoom back in here and go and get our stuff mended. Wait a second for the chunks to load and fall anyway. Yeah, it looks funny, but like I said, I don't know if it's going to be any good. But we can certainly give it a bash for half an hour, and if it's rubbish, then just uninstall it. Because maybe after the stream, I might give it a quick 5-minute launch just to. Ooh dear. Ooh, that went horribly wrong, didn't it? Right, let's fly away. And let's fly up the gold hole again. And miss it again, apparently. Right, you know what? I'm just going to take the slow route today. Munch whilst we're going up here. That other one there, that other VR one, I'll have to give that one a test, and we'll throw that into a Sunday night stroll. Oh, we're not having much luck at all here, are we? With the flying. Right, before we power that up, just want to have a little rummage down here and see what was produced in the way of gold. Alright, so it is quite full of gold. Yeah, we did quite well. turn the farm on. Light needs to be fixed as well. Right. Press that, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a quick drink. That's a little bit of sound for the Squeaky Bottle King. I was thinking I could possibly make another sound effect with it, but I don't know if the microphone's going to pick this up, or even if I can reproduce it, to be fair. I didn't go on as long as what I did before when I was messing around. Does that get picked up on the microphone? Shovel's almost fixed. It did get picked up, did it? Had to see what the Squeaky Bottle King thinks, though. If we lose all the squeaks. Because the original bottle, it doesn't sound anywhere near like it used to. How much we got left to mend on the pick? Still a bit. Come on, fall down the hole. Almost there. There we go. Shut it off. Gather up any excess XP. What sort of mischief have you got planned tomorrow then? You got another fun, busy one at work? There we go, just land there. I could do with putting an extra portal closer to some of the other builds. Because like if, which way we go north. There is no portal access over at the Guardian Farm. It's only accessible by train. Anyone need any fish? Yeah, being talked at for. Yeah, that's usually about the sum of it, isn't it? I hear they go. They're starting to warm up here. Basically, where you attend so a manager can hear the sound of their own voice. They're the sort of ones that I call them badge pointers. they're completely useless in their jobs, but they've managed to like wangle a manager title, and I call them sort of badge pointers because going back to when I used to work my first job at Mackay's, or M&Co it's called now. I hired, not long before I left, I hired this manager. She was absolutely useless. She wouldn't actually do any work, and she would run around giving orders to everybody. And she would point the badge, management. I don't have to do that. You know what I mean. Audrey, the manager before that, was a proper manager. She in her 60s, and she didn't care. If the floor needed mopped, she would go and get the mop. Wasn't afraid to do the work. Should I continue on that, or should I do this bit? Oh, I didn't bring the beacon. Oh well. Oh, no, that's a sword. Burping up fish and chips now. It was really good fish and chips today. I don't know where we got that fish from, but it was good. Just making sure I've still got this space there in there. Yeah, and when you find like a really good takeaway, isn't it? Where you get a nice ones from. I know there's quite a few of these descend into food talks, isn't it? Because I've mentioned before about the one in Shap. If you're ever in the Lake District area, get yourself to the chip shop in Shap. But don't sit in. Whatever you do not sit in. To get it to take away. And Roti's sister coming over, so the freebies will be able to go and get some fish and chips. I was actually just thinking about those sort of things as well. I was actually considering doing a really, really weird stream on one of the Sundays. I suppose no stranger than some of the other weird stuff that we play. But I was considering doing some kind of like obscure Google Street View stream. And one of the things I was sort of considering doing that was using Street View to show and talk about like different places, and like offer like some like history of different places that I've been, and use like Street View to navigate around it. So we could go around Newcastle in Street View, for example. Show you all the different places that I've like lived and worked, that kind of thing. Talk about all the different like little small businesses that I knew from then. It'd be totally weird, but I was considering doing it because it's the same with the. I mean, like going back to that, there's a redeem thing for playing with Street View. We haven't tried it yet, but there's that game that I thought might be fun to play as well on stream. I can't remember what it's called now. Geo something. I don't know. But yeah, exactly. We've got this whole streaming thing wrong. All we're supposed to do is eat cereal and play Minesweeper. Yeah, that Geo Guesser. See, what I liked with that is I made it into a redeem because if you want to play it more than once in a 24-hour period, you've got to pay. Well, I suppose you could use multiple accounts in the VPN, I suppose, but you know. Oh, and think about the redeem. So of course, we've got the speedrun redeem in there that we're putting there for a laugh. We may have to postpone. We have to postpone putting doing the Alien Isolation speedruns for a little bit because I'm having issue with the Epic version of the game. I may wind up just having to buy the Steam version if I want to do speedruns on Alien Isolation. Yeah, well, when you got to like buy credits or something like that because I mean, I'd never heard of the game until I watched Outside Xbox played it on a stream. And I thought, oh, that would be fun. I wanted to give it a go. So I immediately went onto the website after finishing watching their stream, and it said that you had to buy. You can play it once per 24 hours, or you can play it. Or you had to like buy like credits or something to play it. And I thought, I'm not doing that. That's why I put it rather than actually because I would have done like my own stream of it. But that's why I decided to make it a redeem instead because we could only do it once per day. That was my theory anyway. Few of these out. It was like most things as well, isn't it, Chrissy? Because the you know, if it's not like you know, well, like the loot boxes and what have you, and all the other sort of gambling things that unfortunately are in the games now. I always think it was funny that why can't I see that there? There we go. I always think of it was EA that when I don't know if it was Parliament or the EU, and they were trying to like inject the term surprise mechanic into as if it was like a common term, and the lawyer that was I mean, you could see she was sweating when she dropped that phrase. Because she was like, oh, we're going to be able to use this to get away with it. And you could just see that she was in a panic to when she delivered that line. And you go like Belgium and ban loot boxes. As well with like the DLCs where they purposefully the DLCs are planned for in advance, so that I mean, nowadays what you have to spend like 80 quid or more on the base game, and then get you've got to get the season pass, which is now like, I mean, some of the season passes are 50 quid again. I can't remember what game it was. There was a game that I saw. I liked the trailer for it, but if you wanted to actually have a proper game of it, I think it was like 120 odd quid you would have to drop straight out of the gate, just for because of the way that they've done all the way they like stripped the game so that you could only get part of it. Pretty much. Oh, there's some like alternates that are free. See, I never hear about any of these sorts of things until it's like basically over with. I mean, I'd never even heard of that until a couple of months ago, like when I saw Outside Xbox playing. I thought, oh, that looks like a bit of fun, a bit of a laugh. But all of these sort of like trends or whatever it is, I never even know they exist until it's like it's already gone and outdated. It's like, was it 2 weeks ago or something? I joined that TikTok thing. Does that mean TikTok's over now? Is it like back on like the real Top Gear? They used to sort of say that, you know, a car could be on the cool wall, but it had to go to uncool if one of the three of them owned it. I mentioned it the other night, didn't I? That the experiment is confirmed. If you include the word bath, it gets higher views on TikTok if you include that in the name, in the title rather, or whatever it's called. You're not really missing much. There's a few clips that I've come across that have been like a bit of a, they've been alright. But lots of it is just like these clueless kids who have no idea what goes on in reality. And that as soon as the TikTok bubble closes, they have no skills. And majority of them have no form of intelligence. Right, let's carve out this bit here. So we can get this sort of like corner done, this like wedge. But there was a couple of them that I followed. There was a woman who was like talking about different historical sort of events and stuff like that, and it was just quite nice the way it was like condensed into the minute format. There's a fella who the last time I was looking at it for the other day that I followed, he goes around UK's war memorials, and my inventory's almost full, and sort of like shows them for a brief minute, and he reads the text off the plaques, and I thought that was a nice one. For some reason, it keeps on sending me dirty jokes. Maybe that's just a TikTok thing. Oh, is your computer crashing, or are you working on your tablet? Oh, I don't know if I don't know if you've noticed or anything like that. Has if you've been using Discord on your mobile, has it gone weird in the last 48 hours? I find that it seems to be. I'm finding it like struggling to load. And I'm having to like turn the app on and off a few times before I can actually get it to open up. so I can actually see anything. I can hear a zombie, but it's probably hidden. It must be underneath the ground. But at least yours is loading it. I'm finding that I can turn it on and it just point blank refuses. You know, when it does that kind of like, you get those like flashy grey stripes as if it's loading. It just seems to do that all the time whenever I try to like access it on my phone. Right, inventory's full. Let's go and quickly empty all this junk out. Bouncy bouncy. Another shulker. Carve our way along here as long as we can go. Schematic does put so much lag on. We're getting there though. At least on this section anyway. How close are we to the centre? We're not that far from the centre here. Oop, down the hole again. See if I can get this a little bit tidy up on this side to here. That'll be where we can kind of like leave it accomplished for the day. Just keep on hammering away at all the red blocks. Should have hired that demolition service to do this, shouldn't we? They also run a sorting agency, I believe. Getting stuck down the hole because we can't see where we're going. Demand a refund. Did we figure out what the name of that website was we were thinking about, where like traders get reviewed? Oop, falling down the hole again. Must all be sand here. Right, is that section clear? I can get out the hole. Let's find out. Yeah, it looks all green, doesn't it? Or blue even. Right, let's see what we've managed to clear. So we've managed to do all this bit. I need to do this chunk here, and that will get this like zone here complete. There's a little bit of work to do over here. Just a couple of blocks really to clear out to get down on this side, isn't it? The same on that corner. Then there's just this hill to take down. This little zone here. And that'll be it. Everything else can be just, the blackstone can then just be placed in there along the build. Right, let's turn the placement off for a moment. So we've cleared a good chunk there. I can't remember what I've put down for next week. Oh, I think it was headhunting for beacons next week. Right, let's grab another shulker. Let's just check that there's no space in any of these. Ah, good, you're coming headhunting. Try and get as many beacons, then we can go and thingy them in the end. Get the withers so we can convert them into beacons. Well, I better go and sleep. It's starting to get dark. I like flying into the thing there. You don't know where you're going to land when you're flying to a bed. I've managed to gather up 10 already. What is it for a beacon again? Is it obsidian on the bottom? That long since I went hunting them. Foot. Ooh, a wandering idiot. Has he got anything exciting? Nah, nothing really. The free end portal frames. I surrounded by the glass, yeah. There we go. Clear quite a nice bit of that there. Ooh, what I'll do is before I go, I'm going to land back down here and get the stuff that I put in this chest. And I'm going to quickly show you a slight modification to one of the farms that we made. Just before we make our escape and see who's online. I can't even remember. I did get a notification of somebody online earlier on, but I can't think who it was now. Don't remember seeing vaults flash up on my watch. It might have been. Not vaults. Who on earth? Well, I suppose 2 minutes we'll find out who's online. I'm thinking, what notifications did I get before? I'll show you one little modification that I've made to the cactus farm, because yeah, just check this one of my cats. Once this had filled, I was just letting it despawn, when what I should have done is hook up a composter, which is what I've done now. So the overspill will get compost into an extra source of bone meal, rather than waste it. And plus, it also means that it's one less entity that's sitting there. Yeah, it sort of like it buzzed. I think just as I was going into bed for the jam man. Right, let's land in safety over here. I have to go amend my tools again. Look at the state of that. Oh, look at these. Little casserole. See if I can wear her out tomorrow. Got a client first thing in the morning. Then after that, me and casserole can play in the afternoon. Oh, wrong button. Why on earth did I press that one? You press this one, followed by this one. Was that another one of those map games? Videos rather than map. Also, so is that kind of one where you look at the video of a location and you've got to try and guess where you think it's from? Where did my browser window go? Oh, there it is. Well, tonight we have a choice of Angry Joe playing Escape the something. I don't know how to pronounce that. He's playing something, and he's the only one on that we've got. So we only have a choice of Angry Joe tonight. Yeah, exactly. Because see, that's the thing is, you know, my accounting software. One of the things that because it's not just accounting software, it also does fleet management, and it will also it will calculate. It calculates if you're doing a delivery route, it will calculate the optimal route for delivering all the making all the shipments, parcels, or whatever it is, whatever freight it is that's been. It calculates the optimal route. The problem is though. Originally what I wanted to do was I wanted the system to be able to call up, the API from Google Maps, so a customer could have one of their customers' addresses, and it will go away and it'll fetch the coordinates. Because my system's based on the longitude and latitude is what I use to calculate it, and then using all those different points, it then calculates which is the best order to visit all of the drop-offs. And it's one of those like weird calculations. I started a few years ago, and then I abandoned the project, and then I came back to it. It's because at the time I couldn't figure out how to calculate how to do it. But then after an immense amount of study and finding a formula for calculating like relative positions on a spherical body, I was able to sort of like work it out. But what I wanted was, though, it would go whenever you like put an address in for a customer, like on their like profile, it would go to the Google API and it will fetch the coordinates back based on the address that you input. And then I did a few tests and it worked. So I could do a few free tests. And then it said if I wanted to like use it properly and like deploy it within my software, it was going to cost, what was it? It's going to cost an absolute fortune per month, basically, because it wasn't just the number of times you called it. It was also other fees on it as well. So in the end, I told my customers, I said, this system works perfectly. However, I'm going to teach you how to get the coordinates from Google Maps yourself so that you can calculate the thing. And then what I do is, it then, in order to then get the route and actually display it, when you're using Google Maps, whenever you're clicking anything or if you put directions in, if you look at the URL is constantly changing. Every time you move the mouse wheel, the URL changes. So based on all that information, my system writes a URL, a crazily complicated one, and then it then throws you into a browser so you can view it, and the maps come up. And I do have a very, very sleepy video in my Accounting Solutions playlist, I forget which update I did that in, but I show it working. I chose like a whole load of like random businesses all over this region of Scotland, and it calculated the route. And the thing is, if you the actual route itself, like randomly done, it for what would have been like any sort of other route, the automatic one that I designed actually like cuts delivery times. It saves the driving. But anyway, we'll go over to Angry Joe. Tomorrow is Broken Sword, unless I get my days continuously confused anymore. It's all gone very weird. So yeah, it's definitely Broken Sword tomorrow, and Star Drop on Thursday. Zelda on Friday, and it's the final of. Instead of trying to remember this, why don't I actually just bring the Discord up in front of me so I can just read it myself? Yeah, got Zelda on Friday, Dead Rising on Saturday. The final play around on that, unless we get to the end of Saturday and think, oh, I actually want to see what's beyond that point. In which case, we'll do it again the following week. Because obviously everything we did last Saturday we didn't save, so all of that, killing all those achievements that we got, were just simply, it was basically just an achievement stream. And on Sunday we have Summerland, which is another walking simulator. So we're back on the walking simulator type games for Sunday. But right, I'll send you out Angry Joe. I'm gonna close Minecraft here. I'm gonna go and have a look at that game for 10 minutes. Once we're closed here as well, to see if it's any good. But anyway, I'll start this button here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.